Well, it is history being created on the Lal Street this morning. The Sensex has hit 60,000 points. In fact, it has crossed that benchmark point. The party on the Lal Street, in fact, just getting bigger. Right after the Prime Minister met with top global CEOs in the United States of America, the Sensex has hit a record high of 60,000 mark. It is the first time that the Sensex has breached this mark. Just to tell our viewers how the Sensex essentially has reached this mark, remember that on the 24th of March on 2020, the Sensex had actually hit a low of 25,638. From there on, it has risen about 134%, and that's huge over the past 18 months. Now, the last 10,000 point rally has just come in about 8 months. Now, this, of course, comes on the back of vaccinations that have picked up. They eased restrictions on business activity and also, the government's measures to support the economy. And look at the timing of this. The Sensex hits 60,000 as the Prime Minister is in the United States of America. He's met a host of global CEOs. He's met the who's who of American industry in a bid to make sure that India continues to get investment back home. And the Sensex is reacting, and how well it is reacting. As I was earlier saying, the party just getting bigger. The bulls are continuing their run on the Lal Street. The equity benchmark Sensex has surged about 350 points since last night, since yesterday's close rather, to hit about 60,000. It is an important mark. It is for the first time ever that we have crossed 60,000. So in that sense, it's an absolutely historic day that's taking place now. Just looking at what it's, we're going to talk to experts to give us more on what really has brought about this rally. Of course, one of the key points is, the pictures that you see on your screen. The Prime Minister in the United States of America meeting all those essential and important business leaders, making sure that, the India growth story continues. There have been several measures that the government has taken back home, which have made this bull run possible. One of them, of course, has been, the uptake of the COVID-19 vaccination. Now, that's been one of the most important things that have helped the markets go forward so smoothly. There are the eased restrictions on business activity that the Prime Minister has been focusing on, and those have been the big policy decisions that we've seen from this government in about the past 2 to 3 months. So those big policy decisions also driving this rally. And India's measures that are supporting the economy. Let's go back and get a view right now from Mr. Bipindra, who continues to be with us. Mr. Bipindra, what an absolute party on the Lal Street this morning. It's been historic, and it comes at the back of, us seeing the Prime Minister meeting so many of those important business leaders.
Absolutely. I agree with you there on this. The kind of meetings that Prime Minister Modi has always scheduled during his bilateral visits abroad have been stupendous, in the sense that the businesses have always had something positive to look at when Prime Minister Modi visits abroad. And this visit to the United States is no different at all. If you look at the kind of meetings that he has had, he has met with some defense big defense company CEOs. He has met with the solar company CEOs. He has met with, technology company CEOs. I don't want to name them at this point in time, but the fact is, big names have from the, American business have met with Prime Minister Modi, and he's been a champion for, seeking investments in India from foreign companies, and this meeting has been no different. Obviously, this is a great signaling, to the stock markets too, where what the Sensex has hit today. It's quite stupendous work that Modi has been doing as far as championing the cause of businesses globally, and also the Indian businesses with his Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign that he has been doing for quite a while now.
Absolutely, as you're pointing out, there are a lot of things that are behind this rally, but a rally nevertheless it is, and we have been seeing, in fact, just to tell you, it's trading right now above 60,000. So it's at about 60,250. We'll just have that graphic up for you in just a bit, but these historic highs. Also, there is a lot of talk about the fact that there have been policies that decisions that have been made by the government in the past few months that seem to be driving this rally. You know, there was the issue of the retrospective tax that's been addressed now, and various other issues, you know, which were seen perhaps as a bottleneck to business growth in India. What do you think about those policy decisions?
Absolutely. I mean, all these policies have added weight to what the government of Prime Minister Modi has been doing in India in terms of easing of business. Obviously, the easing of business ranking of India has grown by leaps and bounds in the last few years.